One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls will put total effort to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He'll start this drive firing. Defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
The play action fake. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. To go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. On his feet at the 40. Turns on the Jets. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you gotta finish the deal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Got it behind the line. It's Moncrief. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Off the play fake on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Football 7. Football 7. Ready. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Into the house. Touchdown, Rice.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Rides to back and leaves it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Owls. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The short hands, it's Johns. Still running at the 40. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Quickly complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Snap it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Now on the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my core.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding an escape route. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Banner!
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, that D tackle has it backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Blasted as he lets it go. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Bulls will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got them set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion on the out route. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the ground game. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Bulls. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Rides the back on the option, the give.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Swings it out to the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Find space on the right. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good! And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he's going to bring this one out. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Charcoal.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Number 10 set to kick this one away.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
That's caught. It's Johns. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. The Bulls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. This is a designed run. Touchdown, South Florida! And the pummeling has started.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
14.
Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Rice rushes to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got his man quickly. Look out, he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Rice.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haynes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
A little screen to the running back. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game.
38, Rice, 20.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. Oh, what a cut. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second...
He's loose on the left.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback.
Touchdown, USF! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Finds a little space. Wide open on the right. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bohannon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johns. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Rice. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Bohannon. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. It's a seam wide open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be...
Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The give to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Off play action. Fires to the right. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
That was big time. To get this to a 3-point game, a field goal game, where I don't have to take it all the way to the end zone with time running down. Defense has got to get me a stop, get me the football back. I got life, baby.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go with a direct snap. He's in open space downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible.